do it.
Let's do it live. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Ace Attorney. Something, something. Last trial, something.
Maybe, question mark.
This is the case that doesn't end.
It just goes on and on, my friends. I think we have another week or two to go. Just shows you how long the show really tends to go. I don't know.
We ramble.
We do, but we have a wonderful time.
Which is funny, as I was pointing out before we went live, this group on Thursdays is so well behaved. Just so, you know, I could like pinch all your cheeks because you're all so well behaved.
Don't you dare.
They all sit there with their arms folded on their desks, like I'm ready for the teacher to start. Whereas on Monday is completely chaos. Monday, I'm waiting and it just like the conversation never seems to end. So I always have to go, okay, let's get started.
It's true.
It is true. But yeah, hello everyone. Sorry about the lack of streams the other day. I had a family emergency and some travel plans came up. Also, yada yada, Fortnite had help people grind because last couple of days, season ends tomorrow, by the way. If you're not level 200, then why'd you buy the battle pass, honestly?
Because it paid for itself at level 100 and I can keep playing.
How long do I have to play to get Optimus Prime?
I got the weird fox-looking skins. It's all I needed in my life.
Again, if you're not level 200 by now, why'd you even bother to buy the battle pass? So, let's get started. I don't know where we were. I think investigation.
Yeah, we just finished.
February 24th,
We just finished the
3:12
last day of
p.m.
court.
Right and go law offices.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dart killings.
It sounds like everyone's heard of these killings but me.
Keep up with the times, old timer.
Fuck it, I'm only 24. Stop.
Old
I'm not that old. I'm not that old.
Ancient.
I mean,
Baby.
that's only 6 years away from your life being over.
What? Yeah. It's true.
Only 4 years. What?
When you turn 30, don't you know you turn to dust? You just disintegrate. You're just so old.
My knees already creak and pop, and so do my shoulders.
You say that. I live
How old are you?
26.
Oh, you doomed.
Ooh.
When you hit 30, you're just dead. I'm sorry.
Once advertisers stop caring about you, you might as well be dead.
Oh god.
Don't listen to them. Live out of spite like I am, punk.
Yeah, to
I'm
be
already
an
taking
ancient
joint
old
health
man.
pills. I'm chondroitin for my knees.
Keep saying I'm gonna rule all of y'all like fucking Mumra. I will live out of spite.
Yes, because how did that go last time that you yelled peasants at
10
us?
years off of spite. Let's go.
Look, every time Goomba yells peasant, something funny and inevitably happens immediately after.
Makes me
Yeah.
It's
I
true.
wish I was that funny.
Me too.
I've never had any knee problems. Am I doping something wrong? I've never had any.
If you're doping, you won't really have too many knee problems.
Yeah.
I had to think for a second.
I almost want to say I never had any knee problems, and I was like, no, I did fuck up my knee when I was in high school, so maybe not. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. And that's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file, because I'm not going to tell you. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
Well, on the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yeah. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming.
I was wondering when the survivor's guild would kick in.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, which was unusual for this season. I was alone in my sister's office, and we were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Sound familiar? Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. And then just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. And then...
What happened?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. And suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window. Lightning lighting up the office, you know, for an instant. And what I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture.
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why Lana... Why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth? I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm surprised by this.
Well, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma.
New chair? Like at the same height as my old chair, but my feet can't touch the ground. I'm just
You
been
have to
swinging
get
them
a
back and
block
forth
like me.
Which
That's
means
the best kind of chair, though.
it is supporting your legs better, technically.
Ah, it feels so good.
The
I
only
got
rough
it.
part about those kind of chairs is when they start turning with gravity or the lean of the room and you can't stop from turning around.
Yep, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You just get off.
It's effort, though.
What?
If I'm sitting down, I don't want to expend effort. That's the point of sitting down.
I can like lock myself in here like I'm a baby. If I put the
Yep.
arms down, I can't move.
I always just leave the arms up on this chair, but it's nice that there's the option.
I'm
You can
like,
move your arms?
I'm in jail. Yeah, they push back, thank God. That was part of the reason why I was interested in this chair. Because if I had arms on this chair, I'd never be able to sit this desk.
One time, one of my old chairs started rotating. I wasn't able to stop it, so I got completely wrapped up in my headphones.
That sounds tragic. Are you tall? You should be able to reach the ground.
Not when you have cushions on the chair because it's really painful to sit in.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, is it like a wood chair? I'm sitting on one of those right now. My cushion keeps moving around.
It is hard for me to find comfortable chairs.
Oh, damn.
Like even the chair I'm in right now, I have 2 pillows on.
You like... We'll get into this later. This is a different...
What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
And it looks like Von Karma there. And then...
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through so much.
You don't sound like you're traumatized over my story like I am. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident.
I mean, what? I've technically known you for 3 days?
An hour?
I'm your best friend. I thought you would have more respect for me than this. But clearly not.
I do. I'm just trying to keep myself contained so that I can help you.
We've known you for 3 days, girly.
And when I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. So I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. Oh, that's understandable.
It wasn't even...
That's too much.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, that I'd become a scientific investigator. That's why I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Why, then, would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Don't you know the layout of the building at all? Like, why are you confused?
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective?
She was
I'd
a cop.
better have another talk with her.
Boop. 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 Connor, what the fuck did you just post? What is this?
February 24th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Why is he sniffing? What is he sniffing? Is this a windowsill? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh my
Go
God.
Go see the movie.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Go see the movie. Go tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I can't. I'm gonna have my eyes destroyed tomorrow.
Go Saturday.
I can't. I'm going to a house warming birthday party tomorrow.
Go
Sorry, 2
Sunday.
days. My event is on Sunday.
About Tuesday.
I'm free Tuesday.
There you go. Drag Eric with you.
I probably
Bring your own
would.
snacks.
You're already stealing Eric for other nefarious things.
Oh yeah, I have plans on Tuesday.
In Wednesday.
No, we could do it Tuesday. It might brighten the mood up.
What?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's what Connor was doing.
Cassette posted a picture of her chair cushion.
God, Connor, no.
Chat, you're better not knowing. You're better off not knowing. This is horrendous crimes are being committed in the Discord server. Sir!
We get it. You're dating.
The thing Bracky gives me shit for flirting with Monty.
And now y'all trying to tell me it has to do with the fucking movie.
This is not flirting.
It's like those stupid starter packs. It's like, I have no context for this. Fuck you.
Connor!
Holy hell, like freaking out. I'm like sipping my tea like, how far can this go?
Should be fair, that's
What
probably
romantic gesture you think it is?
that's probably
He's
Edgeworth with
just sitting
Phoenix.
there like a monkey spin. He knows!
Yeah, I don't think you can give me shit for flirting with Monty anymore, Bracky. There has been a new level discovered.
Here comes a new challenger.
Banned. I feel like I should ban you.
New low peached.
Oh, that's me. Lana. That's not me.
Oh, that's true. I guess that's me, isn't it?
Are you
Mr.
yawning?
No, I wasn't, as a matter of fact.
I think she just
Mr.
thought it was
Wright.
mine.
It seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Idiot.
Believe me. Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana. Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs?
I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
A lot of revelations were uncovered at that trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. That trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul.
Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is,
Drumroll.
at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me.
I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Second words.
Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant, he was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was...
To gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
They even had the same office.
We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Oh, well, now you tell us.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So we waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana?
It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who passed out,
and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
What did you do?
To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through.
After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident?
That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm?
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident.
But do you just deal with a case like that like a month ago or something? I mean, it sounds like it's pretty common.
Just by chance.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
What, like the Texas thing, or has that always been there?
No, that was always there.
Oh
They
god.
both were very Western.
Oh no.
It was great. What do you mean? Oh no. They committed to the bit.
I used to be
Great.
I used to be a real New Yorker stereotype partner.
I guess he just wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
Well, hell, there's your explanation for the two different cowboy voices, Cheru. I'm his dead brother.
Oh.
It's all canon.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case.
Also, excuse my snickering during the serious moments of the trial thingy here. They're posting memes on the side and they're fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I know,
I'll share later.
Can't believe that my sister can't take any of my backstories seriously, like seriously.
Real crying shame.
Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
Most people. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes. In the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The officer that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder.
Sorry.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
There he is. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Which is sad. I miss him.
Things seem kind of quiet around here today.
You're right. The chief of detectives feels the same, though. Or seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later. When the plot needs it.
Yeah. Thought I could get there from here? Yeah.
February 24th, Police Department, entrance.
Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall!
I never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed?
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation.
Woo!
It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go into the evidence room today, partner.
But, Mr. Marshall, why'd you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I need to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that trial from the very beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean fishy?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip?
That was Joe Dark's all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
Question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
What does that mean?
It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I'm implying, partner. Read between the lines. That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he? Your brother?
He was 27 at the time.
He was almost dust.
He was literally the same age as me, a big coincidence. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
Does it make sense that he hit that old dusty trail then?
The highest honor? You mean the...
It was just his time. He was practically dead.
Oh, no!
Stark did him a favor.
Jesus Christ, Emma!
That's right, the highest honor, the winner chicken, the king of prosecutors.
I knew it.
You know I would have preferred that chicken dinner.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place. That wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
Interesting.
He was ready to say, "See you later, cowboy."
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder.
That's the kind of day.
I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die, like my brother.
Apparently, someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty.
There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Again, like my brother. Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Skye. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended...
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left.
Huh?
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective.
Now that he mentions it, Edna said something like that too.
I did say everyone.
What happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
He committed a crime.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
It was certainly enlightening.
I'll take that as a no. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy.
I didn't know he was Hispanic. He could be, but I think he's just... You know what? He could be.
He could be.
I don't even know what I am at this point. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator.
Ooh.
Adios, Bambina.
It'll happen again in about a minute.
February 24th, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot.
No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah. I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. And the prom's tomorrow.
February 24th. Cravat Central, room 1202.
Oh, Inferno. I thought you were referencing... Luke was joking about it earlier when he said... He literally said what you just typed. Hence why I was like, oh, that's not canon.
Mr. Edgeworth isn't here.
Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. He took a real beating in court today.
Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago.
Well, I guess we'll just have to come back later.
Where am I supposed to go?
Marshall pointed out Damon Gant.
Yeah, I've been trying to get there.
think we can get there from the police department entrance.
I didn't see it when I was there.
Criminal Affairs Department, I think. Oh.
I just
February
had to
24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Ah, the
I
good
didn't
old
walk
gotta
back.
wander around until you find where you're supposed to be.
This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Eric.
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, take your time.
It's all.
It's frozen. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, here. What do you how's it frozen?
Restart the Discord stream.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room?
Thanks? Wow, he actually talked to us.
It's still frozen? Eric?
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to just go in there?
Not like I
Yeah,
said, we're
busy.
gonna
My
go
computer's
find
frozen.
him. We're gonna search. I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. Wait, you can't go in there. It's off limits.
Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
He totally gave us
Em-
permission.
Wait,
Emma.
We're going.
February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office.
La la la! We are going to the Chief Gant's office. Ha ha ha!
Okay. Look how evil this man is. He has a pipe organ.
Whoa! Where am I?
We're in his office.
You're in the chief office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Emma, what are you doing?
Thanks, Victor.
Emma, are you okay?
Yes.
Emma, I'm worried.
What?
Okay, you're fine. Oh god, no.
I am here for Emma Fredberger.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
I was making a Gravity Falls joke, but that's fine.
Oh, I thought it was Fat Albert.
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was.
Hmm? Ho, it's you two.
Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in the desk.
So, righto! Have you been swimming lately?
No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately.
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement.
Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother. Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though.
Gant team picture added to the court record.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh, but this office. It was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out! I have a meeting to attend!
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
Huh?
The more lines this man has, the more I enjoy playing him.
I figured you would.
Huh? What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request. Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue? A clue! A clue!
There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office.
I bet I can fit through the vent. Yuck.
We're going back in.
Just turn back around and be like, whoop.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Gumshoe. Yeah.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe. Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court.
That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
No, I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes.
It's Gumshoe's theme.
Such a good song!
It's very good.
But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this...
Are there really so many people who hate him? But my family...
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. Oh, thought I was gonna list some things there.
But he's young.
But he's young. But he's young, got a tight ass, and impeccable fashion sense, and a 12-pack. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies.
I feel like you're just preaching to the choir, really.
I mean, you know.
Jesus Christ. You know.
Oh, Eric.
Hey, Dick. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
And
Punk.
put more creamer in my coffee next time.
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat.
Yes, sir.
Goomba.
Oh, you gotta take me back to the joint sometimes, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
Enough about Edgeworth, anyway.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Me.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written in here somewhere, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might just jog his memory.
Hmm.
No, no, no.
About this.
Hey, is that?
It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that?
I don't know. Hold on to it for fun.
Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it! Now I remember what the incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again! What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
You have to ask me.
This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right.
We're just telling Phoenix to read a stack of papers. Yeah, they're not gonna tell him. You have to read it yourself. All 4 pages.
We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it, too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Well, what was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body.
What?
Oh? It was found deep inside his stab wound.
Did it match Dark's knife?
No, I mean, you bet. Down to the last fiber.
What a shitty knife.
That's pretty conclusive.
Neil's autopsy report added to the court record.
Fucking knife made out of aluminum?
Aluminium.
Switchblade knife updated in the court record.
Made out of cobblestone in Minecraft.
It's a shitty knife.
Yeah.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
Oh my god, he's beyond death.
So old.
Is that why Kira just wanted a quiet life?
A businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car. So it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed the lady who witnessed the second. A kid walked in then, and he killed them too. A jogger came up to the scene, and he was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in.
How bad are you at killing, my dude?
I don't know why Gumshoe...
That sounds like a really bad day.
I don't know why Gumshoe took the reins on that one, but he was like, look at all the things he did!
It sounds like he had one accident, panicked, got caught, panicked more, and it just started falling apart from there.
My dude is really bad at this.
Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course, this is all conjecture. Sort of. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. What?
It's like when you fail a stealth mission in a game and you just start killing everyone because you have no fucking choice.
Hey, going in stealth was an option.
To be fair, it's still a stealth mission if there's no one left to report you.
That's my theory on how I play Metal Gear.
Yep.
If I just parachute all the people away, there's no issues, right?
Lost. This is a stealth mission. But I can kill everyone, right? Well, you can, but going in loud.
Yeah. So, he turned himself in.
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness, aka Emma,
well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Which isn't a real crime.
Trust? No, it's not a real crime.
It's simply put, I'd be canned.
That's more of a real crime.
Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh.
So, in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
You know, if he won't get fired for us, there is someone who he'd get fired for.
I'm not gonna get fired for you. I'm gonna get fired for gross incompetence elsewhere.
I wonder if there's something that we could show him that would make him change his mind. Like a box full of weenies or something.
A handwritten love letter from Edgeworth.
Whoop. Nope. I wanted to move. I don't know why I clicked that.
February 24th. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is! He looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
Didn't lock your door.
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor.
I just imagine he touchdowns it, like, spikes it.
Tough day in court, huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. Pastor wrote fanfiction and has gotten like 50 views so far, and that's pretty much a win for me. Okay, like that's a lot.
Yeah. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Whoa!
A loud beeping.
I didn't know I could do that. Good to know.
There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do can erase that fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. The fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
Because I, Von Karma, taught you everything you know!
I will say, Edgeworth hasn't. This is the only case I think that falsified evidence did get through on. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. I will confirm that.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
Yeah, he doesn't use falsified evidence. He's just he's got a silver tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First last year's trial and now this one. Seems all you do is worry about me.
Gay.
To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
Uh-oh. Not gay.
Roll it back.
He's saddled with so many unnecessary feelings.
Oh, that's me. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's why my superiors are... I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? Well, that's odd.
After Near Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Hey, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture. Something seems strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend this one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
Yes. Just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh, yeah! Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to.
That's right.
What do we present to him here? This?
This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. Ah, I remember now.
Remember what?
That was the official prosecutor's trophy. That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind the design.
A story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award is based on.
Oh, okay, I guess you don't know anything about it.
Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
Yes, I do.
How about movie and a dinner?
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Right, Mr. Edwards just told you no in a very stylish manner. I mean, obviously.
I feel like we've had this conversation before. Whose side are you on anyway? Why? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him.
Nope.
Yep. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake?
Or else it's true. It's legit.
Very well. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive, but then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with a merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Chief Gant.
King of Prosecutors Trophy updated in the court record.
Click.
I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no! He's falling to the ground!
Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet.
He didn't even look.
Fucking no-sold it.
What? A letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right?
It's true, he's
I'm
almost
old.
30. He's almost 30. He has to retire now so he can enjoy the rest of his life.
I feel as if something
God,
inside me
I
has
fucking
died.
wish. I wish we could retire young.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it's your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
Oh, no, I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
If If you show me your defendant badge, I swear to God.
Slowly puts it back. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
Letter of resignation put into pocket.
It'd be a shame if you broke a certain detective's heart with it.
Looks at Gumshoe. I don't want to. I don't want to give you a heart attack, but
Look, we came here for ammo against Gumshoe. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
February 24th, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
Oh, geez, I have no idea who this is. Excuse me. Ah, it's Punk.
Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
Miss Starr. I guess she's out of lunches.
You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
Oh.
That...
I think this is the first and only time the word nipple will be used in this game series.
That sure is a mental image.
This week I'm saying a lot of cursed shit, alright? Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from the case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
Someone strangle this bitch. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Miss Starr's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago.
Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
No, because I dumped him.
And I still haven't forgiven you, partner.
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate.
Her?
That bitch. Lana Sky.
My sister? Sorry, I'm shocked. I can't deal with all this.
The best of the best were put on the SL9 case. Of course they were led by that legendary duo.
Lana and Chief Gan.
That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out.
You mean with the forging of evidence?
Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
But you don't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough of what happened.
Huh?
After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Nothing's quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
She was being used?
Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Lana Skye, oh my god. Gant led the investigation, with Lana second in command. They were the best.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. That man had riz.
His magnetism?
By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he had handled.
Incredible evidence? You mean...
Oh yes. There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though.
I take it she's talking about forged evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her.
Really?
Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Mr. Marshall.
When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating.
Miss Starr.
That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence.
Chief.
That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There's only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred?
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along.
But how could he control Lana?
I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her change.
At last. Finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. It looks like a duck and it walks like a duck. Sounds like a duck.
It's a goose.
Do we even have
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
the duck on this board or no? I don't think it is.
I don't think we have a duck anywhere.
No.
Oh, there's just this one.
Oh.
Amazing.
Dead hobo.
Damn it, Midnight! It was loud.
The soundboard gives us too much power.
That is your own choice. You choose how loud your soundboard is.
Oh, hey, you're back.
Yes.
Playing illegal sounds on my screen. Continue.
How is that illegal? You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh. That DJ.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no.
Huh?
About that.
I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period.
Oh, yeah, about that. I think you are.
It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene of the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
Eviscerate his heartstrings.
This poor man does not deserve this.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far!
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him.
Detective.
Ugh. That's it. I've made up my mind.
No. I mean, but...
Here, take my ID card.
We can't do that. If someone found out...
They wouldn't let you off the hook with just another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
All right, detective. Thank you.
Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly into pocket.
Oh, we can't
It's
read
me.
it. It says Sergeant Dick Gumshoe. Stop turning. Stop. 473 something. Why does it get blurrier towards the end? Something
Man,
55.
they couldn't have upscaled that a little bit.
I was gonna say it's blurry on Goodman's ID too.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't want to make any new numbers canonical.
But they put effort to write real text here, and then fucked it up.
I wonder if somebody's tried upscaling it.
Computer enhance.
I mean, you do have the zoom in option.
No, I do. I'm trying to figure out how to move the... Oh, there we go.
Hey. Detective's Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he?
Damn.
Wow, rude.
Whatever you do,
the fuck?
Don't say that to his face.
I think I already
I'm right
did.
here.
Look! His eyes are half shut.
Yeah, and his mouth is half open.
Hey! Each of his shirt buttons is off a notch.
And he's got the narrow end of his tie in front.
Okay, motherfuckers.
I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue.
He did the walk of shame.
You hear us, Gumshoe? Should we repeat that?
No.
February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office.
Get launched into fucking space! Let's go!
Space! Alright, here goes, Mr. Wright.
Click. Beep.
We're criminals now.
Yeah, we really are.
I'm like a ninja. Oh shit, she says it. We're in. If anyone finds us now, I will deny who I am and who you are. And I don't know you at all and you don't know me, alright? This is unrelated.
Sure, we'll go with that. Detective Gumshoe's also a goner.
Whoa! He followed us.
If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out.
Ah!
Ah!
I slapped him.
Did you slap him?
You're fucking Dector.
Sorry. Hey, I thought you were a ghost. I was on a I was trying to be like a ninja, and then you just like snuck up behind me.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Detective Gumshoe!
Look how defeated he looks!
What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too.
If you're here, what's the point of giving us your ID card?
Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket.
What? You're so petty, Mr. Wright.
What the hell did... Hey! Don't do that to my card!
Why is it so flimsy, Gumshoe? Did they just
He
laminate
has
a
lost
little
it many
piece of
times.
I think it's just a laminated piece of paper. It's not even a real card.
It's
He
drawn
did
on
say
with like
he's
crayon.
lost his multiple times.
It's a little crayon drawing that says Gumshoe on it.
Sean's here. Let me move you over.
Sean is
Jonathan.
here.
Sorry, I was cooking.
For in 2 hours?
Yes.
A shame.
As Goomba apparently said during Danganronpa, let him cook.
No.
Not that one. That was bad timing.
Not too much.
Yeah, no, I caught up on that hot mess.
Let him cook. And we're all just like, Goomba, no.
I literally, what did I said literally he's the last person who'd say that considering what was about to come next.
Yep, and I regret my statement.
If you
As long
haven't
as you-
watched Danganronpa V3 from us on ColonelCheru YouTube's channel, what the hell is wrong with you? What are you doing with your life? Come on, really? Catch up.
Put on a
Come
shirt.
To be fair, the VODs aren't up to that point yet.
They're almost up to that point. They will be whenever this VOD drops.
Fair.
To be fair, it blitzed through like 9 of them? So.
Oh, right. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
We're all in this together. You really want to get fired, don't you?
You really want to get fired from your job, don't you, Gumshoe?
Don't you want to get fired? Let's get you fired right now.
Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's?
Yeah, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's weird.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. Whoa! Alcohol reference? The rating just shot up on this baby.
His first game, baby.
I was blitzed off my ass.
What? Grape juice? That's my favorite too.
I'd been left out in the sun a little too long.
I see.
It's true. They don't ever reference alcohol again, do they?
It's always censored, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Wanna bet?
Or can there? Oh, we're over here now. Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something?
Sure. I'm glad that people coming downstairs to talk to me was comedic timing.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah. You wouldn't be... No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy!
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal! You don't just let it go at that!
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay. So what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him?
Just like hours off the screen, right? He just goes whoop, past the box.
He's too tall.
Tall.
He's too tall. Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel, Righto?
I will when I drag your ass to court.
Oh, there you go ignoring me again.
No, I'm thinking. Don't worry, I'm thinking.
It takes him a while, Gumshoe.
Ooh, you see that big safe over there?
How are all of the short people that I'm around always they want to steal everything? Why? Why is it consistent?
Hey. Kleptomaniacs.
Watching.
This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma.
Oh, after receiving his hang on. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. Then went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. I bet he never knew just how dead he'd be. I bet he never knew he'd be dead a few hours later.
That sounds like a threat, Detective Gumshoe.
He never knew how dead he'd be. The answer is very.
Gee, you think? Just how dead can he be?
Very.
And this was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Lana was always a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff of legends are made of.
Does he keep it in memory of her? Or in memory of the crime? These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf.
Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park. Can't believe she left it here.
Look at that giant window. Makes you just want to crash through it and jump outside.
This is the 15th floor.
Window! Didn't stop Leon Kennedy. I know. I was just saying.
I think Leon's built out of sterner stuff than you. Saying what?
Ever since making Detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that.
Next Marvel vs. Capcom needs to have Gumshoe.
Note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams.
So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window. When he gets fired.
Hey, don't say that! Shh.
What are you guys talking about over here?
Gumshoe really is like all the intrusive thoughts that you ever have.
It's just making me think of like those YouTube shorts, TikToks or whatever, where the one was like, things that you're not supposed to say out loud or something like that. And it's just like a lady being like, driving a car and one's a passenger and goes like, don't you ever feel like you just want to run those people in front of you over? Like, it'd be so easy. You could just do it right there. And the other one turns and looks and is like, no? What? She goes, yeah, no, of course not. But I mean, like, just think about it, right? Like,
It's probably call me Chris or something. Yeah.
Joy of intrusive thoughts.
Man, I can't believe Emma's gonna start a TikTok. She's gonna be snapping a GoPro onto Gumshoe for the day and just seeing what happens.
He's not a barn cat.
Could have fooled me. Not a barn cat. Prove it.
The Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold.
It
I mean
sure
this
is.
one, not the other kind of organ.
I was about to say.
Occasionally,
Dangly
we even hear him
parts.
playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department.
That's on the 2nd floor. And this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
Organs are fucking loud.
Yeah, they are.
When a detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears.
This plays nothing but
I think I'm hearing it right now.
Sounds like there's a cat in the pipe organ.
So it's an instrument of punishment. Literally.
Aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point.
Also, is that the gold armor from fucking Ghouls and Goblins?
Probably.
Could be.
I think so.
It's definitely similar.
You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor from here.
At first, the chief wanted to use stained glass for the window.
Really? Well, why didn't he?
They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view.
That's a good reason, honestly.
Stained glass or not, it's a huge window.
You stood on the top.
Mm-hmm.
This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons.
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this armor. You know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 more cent of my taxes.
Have fun in jail.
You don't have any taxes to pay.
Joke's on you, mysterious voice I don't know. I'm only 16 or something. I don't have taxes.
Yeah, you can. 16-year-olds get jobs. There equals tax.
Shh, yeah.
Be careful of what you say.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, other voice. I don't have a job. I don't make any money. I'm not paying my taxes.
Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there.
You underestimate me.
He's
Even
like,
Even if he did, I don't think he'd be able to get back out.
She's right. I am trapped. Please help.
Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
He's a big pushover.
This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay. If you say so.
He's trying so hard.
It looks like a code needs to be entered into this panel to open it.
I already know where this is going.
A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's...
But... I have a better idea. Here goes nothing.
I can't believe you're the one breaking in and it's not me.
It's time for
Okay.
11037.
No. The code is 8008135. Or that. That works too.
Why? That is so stupid.
It's so
Bingo.
stupid no one would ever guess it, except us.
It's his ID card.
What number did you enter?
Just bite
Whose birthday was that, pal?
Sorry, my energy.
777-7777. The final ID card number on that record.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered that room that day.
You mean 777777777? That ID card?
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. That can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
Hey, anyone care to look inside? Just a little peeky or two? We're gonna check this desk first.
Or 3.
Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier...
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
By the way, my birthday, incidentally, is the 12th of October, 1986.
Looked it up, didn't you?
Yep. This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey, but look at the case name.
Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, Detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what...
No. About evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long?
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-sized list of evidence.
The list of evidence seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of the list be doing here?
I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case!
It would appear so.
Evidence list added to the court record!
Let's look in the safe now.
Holy shit! Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's the...
Shard from a broken cup.
This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
There's something else in here, too.
What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? Is that all that's in the safe? Where's the money?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
You stole it?
Yep, the entire
Piece
safe.
of
I'm carrying
cloth
it
with
with
a
us.
handprint on it, and a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with the case, I'm afraid I just can't let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident?
Come on, there's gotta be something that we can show the detective.
A giant fucking face that's missing a chunk?
Maybe.
Detective Gumshoe, did you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't that like a day or two ago?
Yep, that's my point.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one that was in the safe?
Yeah, that one. That was in the safe.
Well, now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Assemble fragments. Here,
Voltron.
let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Why is everybody calling me a goddamn rookie?
That's right, here's some glue. Rookie.
It hurts more from you, you know that? If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. Speed!
Oh, jeez.
Rotati.
Ah! No, wait!
I don't get it! This piece doesn't fit anywhere on this jar!
The controls are just... hold on. I'll get it. I'll get it.
What? But it has to.
Well, I need a breather. I'll try it again later.
You don't. I'll switch your eye drops with my special solution. Make you go blind. Can I not?
I'm fucking blind. You
I have to
Do
represent.
you have to
it
present it again?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wait, what?
You examined.
present the shard, maybe? Oh, yeah, you.
Don't worry, we're skipping all this to get to the...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh,
Assemble.
I can't right-click. That removes me entirely from the thing. Combine. No.
Nope. Rotate twice and then combine.
There we go.
There you go.
I thought it was upside down already.
There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means... Chief can't willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But...
Hey guys, get a load of this!
What is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
Uh-oh. There's a reddish line on it.
A reddish line. That's blood.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Unstable jar updated in the court record.
Would it be this?
What's the other one we're trying to prove?
A piece of fabric with a handprint.
Wait, that fabric was brown, like his vest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this.
Got to stay positive.
I don't know.
Can we look at the evidence report that we have? The newest thing?
This?
Oh, it actually just doesn't give us the list.
You thought you'd be able to read it?
No.
Fool.
Look at that. That's all we have, though.
What was on that? There was a handprint on the brown cloth, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't have the brown cloth in this menu, do we?
Can I talk to
Nope.
him about it? Nope.
Let's see what we have in the court record.
It wouldn't be the bloody handprint from the...
We could try it.
Or would it?
Wait, fingerprinting set. Try that. We're dealing with a handprint.
Do we have to fingerprint it? Detective Gumshoe? I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
All right, go to town. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead. Take my fingerprints.
He's a fucking idiot, and he's amazing.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh. Where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the print, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. All right, let's get this over with.
It's actually beneficial because we only play this once a week.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where'd it go? What?
Well,
dust.
Oh, I see. You have to click for each one.
Ah, look at all that energy sugar.
Oh, that was a bad print.
I gave it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger then.
Which finger did we try?
That was
We
the
tried the
index
pointer
finger.
The pointer.
What about the bird? You can't go wrong with, with the bird.
Funny middle finger.
All right,
The
now
middle
blow into your
finger is
GS microphone.
symbolic.
Would be the best fingerprint I've ever taken in my life. Look how gorgeous you.
Look at how solid this white powder is.
Yep.
It just dumps the whole thing on it.
Phoenix crouched down, looking at it on the desk, scratching his chin, and he just upturns it and dumps it on there.
I can't do where the menu thingy is. Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
It's immaculate.
Mwah.
Oh. Well,
Uh-oh.
there you go.
Oh,
Can't believe Cheru was the criminal the whole time.
science bullshit,
Okay.
go!
No. Ooh, how can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
It seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Psst. Hey, you! Over here!
What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Piece of cloth folded and added to the court record. In your pocket.
Well, was I any help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Oh boy!
Oh god.
Arcolf.
Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You in the coat?
Chief Gant!
We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then, I thought of a certain detective.
Do you mean me, sir?
Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat.
Me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore.
But, sir...
Now get out!
Yes, sir!
We'll be on our way too, then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
Uh-oh.
Toodles!
Look, pal.
Wait, you left the miner there unattended with a suspect, bro?
Guess so.
It's okay. He's the chief of police.
What can he do?
And surely
anything
no
wrong.
one in any position of power would ever abuse that power.
Look, pal. If I've told you I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
I don't think that's gonna work. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day.
February 24th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room!
I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning.
It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here.
But I've already told you all I can.
What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing.
Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman.
You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words.
He did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. Seems Edgeworth was right.
Edgeworth?
Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe.
Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual.
What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person?
Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence.
For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who may I ask is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What's this person's name?
Meekins!
It's Gumshoe.
I love that he is up there, though.
To be fair, though, you know, that shrieky little voice thing of a
Fucking
thing of his.
megaphone.
Yeah, I'd be afraid of that too. I want to go deaf.
Well, Miss Sky,
Mr. Wright, you are addressing the Chief Prosecutor.
I am addressing your back.
Do not forget your place.
I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans.
My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective.
assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes?
His crimes?
Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence.
Of course, these are serious offenses.
Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned?
Chief Gant?
Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was...
me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation.
Yes, you, but also one other. Damon Gant.
If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case.
We have the other half of the evidence list, and we have that vase.
And show that badge. It's very important.
I would think the evidence list for now, because we found it in his office. I mean, it's either that or the vase or the cloth.
I mean, blood's pretty damning.
Yeah. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him?
Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder.
Why not?
Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate.
In the murder of Detective Goodman.
Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day.
You want me to read this?
Yep.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman.
Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the while inspecting the body.
The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife?
No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it.
The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife.
I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife.
That would be Edgeworth's knife.
That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand.
And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand?
Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in.
Ms. Starr, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. Didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible.
So, you hid Dark's knife?
The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with it.
So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
Alright. Then I called my sister. To tell her what happened. And to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence.
Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day.
Bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him?
The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card. But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
So, your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room?
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But, Lana...
You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial... There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murder. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago.
They don't know my tummy's hurting and I'm being really brave right now.
Save your fucking game.
I will save my fucking game.
Good.
February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
This is the defendant lobby, all right. But there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if...
I'm in jail! Arcolf.
Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Oh no, I was wrong.
Behold, I'm
Sorry.
Edgeworth now.
Sorry.
Sorry. I
What a
just
good
woke up.
impression.
It was
Had a frog
a
in my throat.
guess. I had no idea.
Edgeworth!
Did you like my Damon Gant impression?
It was very good, very convincing. It scared the shit out of me for a moment.
Thank you. Knowing you, you've already figured it out.
And I think we should take a 10-minute break.
Woo! Oh, sit up. My legs, they hurt.
So 47 will return.
Yar.
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 Our fiddle-dee-dee.
I came at a good time, it seems.
Liz, thank you for the 100 bits. How do you
Sorry
describe
being late.
Phoenix Wright without saying the title? A bisexual lawyer who has sonic hair, who is so bad at his job that he needs help from a girl who uses the power of cleavage from possession, and his boyfriend / rival / friend to win cases. Yeah, that describes it. Also, thank you for the follow, Alan. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Now you can't leave, haha.
Welcome, cadet, to the cavalry.
Kern 6 monkeys pin, 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 Kern 6 monkeys pin.
Current 6 monkey sprint, current 6 monkey spin. I can't wait to one day get rid of the... I don't even know, it's like colon A, but it doesn't even say that. One day.
Cologne 6.
one day. There's probably like 17 other Cherus out there that have stolen Cheru. I want it so bad, but it's probably gone.
I heard I heard you you were attacked by the latest Cheru in a long line.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Yeah, I'm a threat, you see. That's why.
Yet another pretender to the throne had risen.
I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I was just told, don't worry about it. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. It's not the first chair that has come for my throat.
But I wanted to kill it.
Yeah, but they didn't DM you, did they?
Oh. Which is a mistake. I would have been so mean.
Yeah. That's fine. We don't want that. I don't want to be mean to them. The Great Cherry Wars.
They had to learn their play.
Wouldn't it be funny if someone gifted a sub to the Cheru? What, me?
Yeah, there's only one Cheru, guys.
Faker, I think you're the fake Cheru around here.
Cheru killing Cheru? What is this? Among Us?
Among Us.
Among Us.
Oh, I'm sad that was so short-lived.
Oh, the person who has the Cheru username on Twitch? I must murder them too. They're on my hit list.
Take everyone who's a Cheru-based name and put them in a room, and whoever walks out is the superior Cheru. Of course, we give ColonelCheru a gun, so it all works out.
So it's fair, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
For April Fool's Day, we should all
It's
change
fair.
our names to variants of Cheru.
No.
I'd do it too.
No, we don't need that. We don't need
I
this.
think that's a very funny
Or
idea.
Cheru.
Why?
Cheru C37. Cyber Cheru 420. Goomba the Cheru.
Oh no.
Cheru Knight.
We just take all the Cherus, put them on a bus, and drop them on an island and let them kill each other.
I'd be so good at that. It's a battle
You
royale.
win.
That's my
That's why you're
specialty.
the true Cheru.
There's only one threat, okay? And that's Australian Cheru. And he's a YouTuber, and he's the only threat. He's the only threat. The other Cherus are non-threats.
We take all the Cherus and put them on the battle bus.
I've already destroyed 3 Cherus, okay? How many people with the same username have you taken down, guys, huh?
2.
The only The only entity that has a name similar to mine is a golf club company named Arcolf.
Oh.
I had one channel comment, yo, what the fuck, on one of my videos. Like the 1 or 2 videos I had on my channel. Their name was Punkyard.
Look, there's so many Caitlins. We just need to have that one battle, like the one
the Josh battle, whatever it was.
Yeah, the Josh battle. Just need to have a Caitlin battle at some
Which
point.
side will win
many.
the Caitlyn battle? The ones that spell it with Y or I?
I obviously.
I swear I'm not a DVD player.
Must be confusing for people that I call L'Oreal instead of Aggy or 321 Agemo.
Yes. It doesn't
That's the name
confuse
I
me.
first knew him by.
It doesn't confuse me, but it does irritate me.
Why?
It's not his username.
It's how I first learned of him.
Yeah, and you're wrong.
That was the name he had when we first met, and he has not told me otherwise.
Aggie, you fucked it up.
L'Oreal told me it worries him when I call him other names.
Yeah, because you've been doing it
because
wrong
he's
for
worth
so
it.
long.
Well, I mean, is it really wrong when it becomes right, though?
It's not right.
But I mean,
But
Aggie
it
said
could
it was
be.
right, so
No, it's
now it's
not.
right.
No,
Aggie's
no,
been
that's,
a
I mean, L'Oreal
bystander.
considers
that's
it right.
not right. That's Edgeworth.
Like, L'Oreal sussed me out in Among Us once because I called him Aggie. He knew I was stressed because I slipped. And I just called him by the username rather than what I always call him.
As it should be. Noticing a particular lack of responses from a certain individual anywhere.
A certain shampoo man.
He's not
L'Oreal
shampoo!
might not be here at the moment.
Because
But he's worth it.
I see you.
There we go.
Aggie, how could you? I'm gonna demod you. I can't have that.
Wait, why?
live
Wow,
on
you're gonna
stream.
demod him because he has his preference on his name from his friends. Wow.
Wait. Why is there a distinction about Aggie versus L'Oreal? What's the issue?
I always call
Error
him L'Oreal
justice,
because
it's
that's
wrong.
how I first knew him. Everyone else calls him Aggie for some reason.
That's just
For some reason. That's literally also just his name in Discord.
It is kind of right there.
Back when I first met him in Discord, he was called L'Oreal Agemo. I shortened it to L'Oreal. And thus,
Aggie is
It's
shortened
race
from a
pursuit.
chemo.
I mean, look, I don't hear any complaints when we call him Egg. That's not his name either, but we
Aglet,
call
yeah.
him Egg.
Aggleton.
Or Aglet, yep.
I don't do that.
Well, maybe you should get with the program, huh?
Maybe you should stop being incorrect and wrong, Caitlin.
Maybe you should call your friends cute nicknames, huh?
Maybe you should have some whimsy, Cheru.
Ooh, said no whimsy. Whimsyless behavior.
It is, and I don't give a shit.
Eat my whimsy dick.
No! You don't have one! Fuck you!
Damn!
I got the whimsy there, fuck out! What's up, bitch? Later, whimsical pipe. Sorry.
Getting spicy in here.
What the hell is happening?
Zago, thanks for gifting
No,
a tier
I
1
don't
sub
know,
to
man.
someone named L'Oreal Gimo.
L'Oreal Gimo.
L'Oreal.
Man, PunkyardDog about to fight to the death. I can't wait.
when it comes to names,
Where did you
I
even
always
get
call
this
people.
image?
When it comes to names, I always call people by what I'm first introduced to them as, unless they specifically tell me a different name to call them.
It's so funny because you go between Trash King and Sean with me all the time.
Who, me?
Arcolf.
No, I do.
Oh.
he whips between them like every other time he has to address me.
Because when I first met you, you were bouncing back and forth between the two. Everyone in call was calling you Sean. Your username was Trash King. It's like, what do I fucking go with?
Yes, Aggie, there it is.
Oh no. Well, don't worry. There's only one other threat. I'm working out, man. I'm gonna take him down.
I already offered to teach you violence.
Huh?
What?
Luke?
You said there's only one other threat. I'm joking. It's me, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, that's probably right.
I already offered to teach Cheru the art of gratuitous violence.
I'm already a master of mini punch. Mini.
Mini what?
Nothing.
You say mini punks?
No punches. My specialty. They're so fast and quick, you'll never see them.
Ah, she's a monk. Got it.
Master of many painful
Cheru
invocations.
using flurry of blows IRL.
Look, Cheru is a master chef, but she only cooks knuckle sandwiches.
Nice.
I make grilled cheese sometimes. Or chicken noodle soup. Or mac and cheese.
Yeah, hold on. I actually have evidence of Cheru being a chef. Hold on, here it is.
I'm worried.
It's a.
I'm not even black.
Wow. Somebody else's hand.
That's how Cheru got away with it.
I'm not gonna be the one to put that in the quotes channel.
I'm thinking about it really hard.
Do it. Front page, do it.
Oh fuck.
No, I won't.
Speaking of names, it's your turn to confirm your name on Discord today, so no one else can take your name now. Congratulations!
This is stupid.
It is
I've been
stupid.
debating-
Discord.
I'm trying to figure out if I lock in the name I currently have, or I should wait until I lock in my rebrand name. That's what I've been like dancing
Rebrand
with
name.
right now.
Rebrand name.
Go for
'Cause
the
you can
rebrand name.
you can still have server name and actual name. So if you're worried
That's-
about that,
Although if your username happens to be really common words, expect it to be gone.
I doubt that this is a taken name already. So
yeah, I was not even. God damn it, Mal. We have to do what now on Discord? So Discord has been rolling out a little bit for the past couple, like 2 weeks now. Server name, like your usernames. Kind of like on Twitter where you have an @ username, right? They're doing that now for Discord. They're getting rid of the numbers at the end, so you're not like 0024 or something like that, or 6969. You know, they're gone. They're getting rid of that. If you notice, you won't be able to change your number. If you still have a number, you can't change it anymore. It's locked in. Because they're rolling out usernames. And if you're lucky to get the rollout quick and early enough, it's random to my knowledge. Good job, you got your username. If not, you have to fight other people with the username and you'll just never get it. It's like, you know, you've lost it, you know?
No, it's by join date. It's partially by join date.
It's not 100% by join date. It's a little...
It's join date, but if you were like, oh, I've been for Nitro for so long, or oh, you've given them whatever
You've
other money
paid
for what other things,
You're
it's
up
just
on
like,
the list. You're earlier than...
The even more fucked thing about this is that it was a small team within Discord that sort of had an agenda to just push this out, and nobody else really knew what the deal was. It's why it's so confusing and poorly worded on like posts or anything.
Yeah. By the way, they're doing this because they're like backed by one of those. Oh, what did I call it the other day? It's one of those companies that fund things. I'm blanking on it. Was it?
Oh, venture capitalists.
Something like that. Yeah. And so they have to come up with, they make up problems to solve is the answer to this. That's why it's happening. So. How do you lock down your name? You pray to whatever you believe in, I guess. Good luck.
You have to hope Discord picks you early enough to make your new name.
Fortunately, the name DistortionDevil is so cringe, no one else took it.
Sadly, Bosco did not have similar luck.
Yeah, Bosco got his name sniped.
I got lucky.
I don't have to worry about my username because none of the other Cherus put a kernel in front of it. If I wanted just Cheru, though, I probably would have had to fight someone. Can I change it, actually? Or are you stuck with
can.
this? Oh.
You can change
They
it.
said you can change it anytime.
I could try. I could check, I guess.
I mean, you could try, because if you lock it down there, that'd just be funny.
I don't think I can do it while streamer mode is enabled. I can't see anything.
Or you can temporarily disable a streamer mode.
Ah, but that's so annoying. I don't know where it is.
It's in the category called streamer mode.
Oh, that's so... Alright.
It's down near the bottom.
If you don't, then other Cheru has a, like, 2 or 3 hour window where they could do it before you if they're listening.
Username and password. I don't know what my current password is. Let's just guess. This? Done. No, someone got it. It's gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wonder which Cheru got it.
I hope it's Australian Cheru.
It's probably Australian Cheru. He has 1 million people that follow him on YouTube now. He's the only Cheru I have to take down. He's bigger than me. He has to die.
This exact meme.
What if you could collab
Aggy
with
made
him?
it.
Huh?
But what if you could collab with him?
That'd be fun. I don't know if he plays some. He is a gamer, but I think he plays like Payday and
Cringe.
Whoa, what the fuck? Some respect on the Payday name.
I already
TV
posted
free
the
on
sound
Epic
hedgehog
right now.
image, so I
Hey,
will
good
refrain.
game.
Huh?
It's a good game.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Yes, it
it's
is
also
free
free
right
on
now.
Epic right now.
Listen,
Oh, it's free on Epic. You have no reason not to pick it up.
Payday
my
2
my
specifically.
my friend works for the company. I can make fun of it all I want.
I have yet to have a good experience with it. Someone can change my mind. Yeah. It was like I played with people that were like freaking seasoned and very high. I don't know what the account thing is, but like they were like, you know,
Very
like
high
they-
leveled.
Yeah.
High infamy.
Yeah, and I was like baby. I didn't have squat for anything, and apparently like you get better things as you progress. So I couldn't do anything. I felt like I couldn't do anything. It wasn't fun.
But you had 3 other people literally running circles around you with actual builds and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't fun.
Well,
That's never a
Payday
fun way to
3.
experience a game.
Payday 3 is inbound, so
I'm so excited.
maybe.
Anyway, let's get back to game.
I just cannot wait for cloakers to be even more aggressive.
Gonna keep this bottle of wine on standby. Who the owner of 7777777, the ID number is. That is.
Well, I have a pretty strong hunch.
Hello, righto.
Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. I sneezed, after all.
Bless you.
He hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right, and Chief Prosecutor Skye will be found guilty.
But she didn't do it.
I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
This is the first time he's ever done something like this.
Incidentally, happy Pride, right?
for no reason in particular. Fuck.
Happy Pride.
Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her.
Oh, I turned Discord thingy off. Hold on, I'm getting beeped.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's down near the bottom. Streamer mode.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh, no.
That was scary. I could hear all of the noises because I get notifications in all notifications in 4 servers. You thought that was you? No, that was me. I'm crazy. It's fine.
The truth?
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, right?
This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now.
February 25th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
Yeah, it's alright. Court. Yeah.
How?
Were you sleeping?
I was choking on shrimp.
How is it every time you unmute?
It's every single time he unmutes too, which is very impressive.
We wasn't talking.
I respect that kind of
I was
consistency.
I was like, oh, safe. I would talk so long. Then turn around. Oh, I'm in court. Court is now in session. It's for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Yeah. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement.
Question mark?
Yes, indeed. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make.
Chief Gant? Don't you just fade into existence?
He just does like a little peace sign. He's like, hey.
Morning, folks! How's everyone doing? Hey, Aggy! Been back to the pool yet?
No, I've been drowning enough as it is at my work. Also, how did you phase in?
Ha! Oh, that's a good one! Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this proposal of yours?
Well, I mean, if you weren't going to make a move on Raito, I may as well.
Oh god, no.
I've been dropping hints!
Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
She wants to do what?
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
What's this all about, defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
Huh?
I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
No, Lana!
Oh my god, she's so guilty.
You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
That's not how this works! But Lana!
Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
I will. The defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. What the fuck's going on here, man? Right, what the fuck's happening? Why she's doing this? No! Fucking scared. Her request is legally valid, although this is unprecedented situation.
Can you do that? I'm pretty sure you can.
You can.
Yeah.
You can fire your attorney at any point.
You can choose to represent yourself in court. It's never recommended, though.
Yeah.
No, because you're going up against people that are legally trained.
Yeah.
Very few people have had success defending themselves.
And they're usually
Even lawyers
like,
cannot defend themselves.
Yeah. Like, it's very rare. It's not recommended. If you do it, you're gonna lose. Like, it's essentially a death sentence.
Yeah. Alright. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial. Even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
No.
No, you heard her. Fuck it.
Can't be happening.
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
You're fucked though. The prosecution is in on it though.
Come now, Worthy.
Can't do it.
I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut, hmm?
Welcome, Cadet, to the cavalry.
I don't think I care for your
Lana's
tone,
guy. Your Honor,
Chief.
cuff me. Judge, huh? Lana takes out a gun and glares, cuff me.
Oops, I left alerts on. Crazy Crab, thanks for subbing for 4 months in a row.
I flipped my bitch switch.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, hmm? Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. Also, they're called plea bargains. You should be aware of this by now.
Yeah, if it's made with the judge.
Yeah, not the chief of police.
I am judge, jury, and executioner.
You're not about to be.
Not in this court, you're not. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh, to whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony.
Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to
I don't care what you think, Miss Sky. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court should grant the prosecution's request.
Fuck yeah.
If that's okay with you, Chief Gant.
Worthy, you will live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Sky, please take the stand.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins.
Oh, I'm depressed, sorry.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Emma. Emma Sky. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I would like to be a scientific investigator.
2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct?
Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember the trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, it most certainly is.
You're shutting me up. Oh, okay then.
He sure gave in fast. I wish he would do that when I would bring up any kind of argument.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. But I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. So I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence.
I did my part. Good luck, right?
Oh, God.
He's trusting that you do.
Yeah.
Farewell. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Goomba, I would recommend muting on Discord, not via the mic.
Mm.
And then he mutes again on the
I
mic.
can hear him do it each time.
I'm sorry!
It's a big click. It's like punk.
Yeah.
I didn't know it made a noise.
Yeah.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. Please don't yell at me. Please don't yell at me. Please don't. Ah!
2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct?
Yes. She was second in command under the Deputy Chief of Police Gant. My sister. Oh man, she was the best detective ever.
Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair.
I believe they shared the same office.
That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk. and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day too.
The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony on that day.
Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. A man came running in and took me hostage.
A man?
Yeah, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer.
Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day for that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office.
There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I might have opened up the door to have a look, and that's when I saw him. Neil Marshall rescued me.
What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were 2 people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Almost forgot about Gant.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that will also be why he was the first to run after Dark.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark, and just then, you know, the lights went out.
Lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out?
Wait a minute. It was pitch dark in the room. Should have been able to see anything, right?
Well, right. But just then, lightning flashed again outside. And that sudden flash left an unforgettable image in the scene of my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yeah, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim. More. So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw.
Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
Picture. This picture the witness drew, I believe, has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we add the statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I drew a picture of that scene once, but it seems to have been lost.
You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right?
Yeah, I wanted to do everything I could just to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes.
That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died. Yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken?
But I did draw it. I swear. I'm not just imagining it.
This picture that Emma drew. That reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again.
Well, anyway, let's continue. This scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us?
The man.
The man.
The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
That must have been a real shock.
Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly.
Tell us. What were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage.
When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark, and I was thrown aside, and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie. But Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can.
Alright, so...
Just want to hand the other evidence list to Edgeworth and be like, here! Hey, look at that! The picture is drawn on the back of the evidence list in magic marker. I've got a very bad feeling about this. Convenient. Well, now I wonder what we present to her. Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence.
Huh? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. Anymore. All I'm saying is that the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident.
Please turn it over, Your Honor.
Flip. Turn it over. Turn it. Ah! What's this?
Yes, what is that?
Hey! That's it! That's the picture I drew! I'd like to think I'm a pretty good artist.
Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. One's been stabbed with a microphone.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Huh? These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
Well, it appears, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other.
So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What? What?
Wow.
Updated inventory report.
Tables have turned, human. Order! Order! But Miss Sky,
It's the wrong game.
Miss Scout, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means...
There we go. Alert, I've perfectly covered up the evidence. I'll shove an entire cravat up your fucking ass. There we go.
Your Honor?
Sorry, I was looking at the meme. Are you alright, Mr. Right? Your eyes are bulging from your head.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Did you never flip it over?
Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's possible. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Some delicious over there. What's happening? Is something wrong?
Oishi!
Do you even have to ask?
How did you never look at the back?
He never set it down face down or flipped it over or did anything.
Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It just says, Dear Edgeworth, then it's a picture of a butt.
Dick butt. It said that thing. Sorry.
What the hell is it? What is this? That thing. I think it was dancing in the evidence room.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the meme Zen posted. Clearly, this is an act of vandalism. Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
Aggy, thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub to Blue Bench.
I guess he was out of scrap paper.
Did her eyes blink out of sync there?
They did.
What? What do you mean? You mean separate?
I saw it.
Yeah. She's not doing it anymore, but I swear I saw one eye blink and then the other. Did it again!
What?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, occasionally one eye will blink before... Yeah, the left eye blinks before the right one sometimes. It's okay, I have days like that too.
Hit him with the blink blonk.
Blink bonk.
Ellipses. I think she's trying to see the eye. I can't see it either.
No, neither can I.
I'm not doing it right
it's,
now.
It's like a frame behind the other eye.
Was it like
Just happened.
What? No, it's fine on my end.
It might be a Discord thing in that case.
It might just be a dropped frame.
Yeah. It'll happen sometimes. Like one eye will blink slightly before the other.
Yeah.
It's real weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's the left eye doing it, right, Connor?
I thought her left eye was just like a fraction smaller. Like her
it'll-
left, not our left.
It's real subtle, but I noticed it immediately.
No, I saw it too.
Oh my god. I don't see
It's not doing it right now.
I'm telling you, the eyes are just asymmetrical. It's okay.
I think it's the
Or that's
same,
it.
but you guys are getting fucked up because her hair is over one eye.
No. The hair's not fucking with us.
The lash is thicker on her right eye.
It's the same on my end.
I'm sorry. I should clarify. I can only see. It only looks like that because I have a TV as my second monitor.
I'll even clean my glasses.
Look, it's
Emma,
not
be
always
good.
doing it. It's just occasionally the left eye will blink before the right one.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, it'll be like a frame behind.
Yeah, everyone's just staring at her. It's been the same on. I feel it's not different on mine.
I do wonder if maybe it was just Discord because
Maybe
nothing
it
is-
is
Could be
Discord.
dropped frames.
I don't see how, but I don't know because I saw it too. Like really blatant on my end as too.
We're not crazy. There's 3 of us here.
Yeah, but I mean, I would absolutely pick up on an animation thing like that. It's not
Yeah.
on my end.
It's annoying. It's not doing it right now.
Then it's probably Discord.
I think it's
if
a
that's the
quality
case.
thing indeed. It's not doing it on my end.
Well, it's really funny.
Fucking Discord making us out to be liars.
You see it at 160p, but not 1080p or 720p. The lower the quality, the worse her
Evidence
eyes
was
get.
restored and updated in the court record.
I can't wait for all the comments on YouTube to be like, I see it, I see it, I see it.
Farewell, witness. Will you please testify about these pictures you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir. Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind.
Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about the murder prospector Neil Marshall.
Prospector?
Prospector, sorry.
Prosecutor.
Prosecutor.
Somebody say prospector, partner.
There's crimes in them there hills.
Names
and I'm
in
about to
tree.
dig them up.
Oh no, I'm here to high noon from 2 sides, and I don't know where to dodge or stay in line.
It's high noon.
In stereo. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Oh boy.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago.
Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Skye.
2 or 3 days later. The memory should still have been fresh in her mind.
Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black?
Well, the flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows.
So, at the time, you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue?
No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor.
You were knocked to the floor?
Stark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when lightning flashed.
Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt.
What happened after the lightning flashed?
Well, after that, I must have fainted.
You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No. I'm sorry.
The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this girl any further?
Hey. What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
Anyway, this picture...
She did it again.
This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. What did I do again? What?
Blinked out of sync. I think it's that specific, like, sprite.
Sorry for asking you so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course! This is the exact scene!
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives?
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
No, of course not.
You know that is a common tactic.
I'd better watch out, or he might find a way to cut my salary.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. So I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright. Is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
Uh-huh. Oh, well. That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here.
So what are we presenting to where?
Are you making farts with your hands?
Yeah. Wacko Hot taught me how to do it.
Just like what I saw in that instant.
The faintest. What did...
Look at evidence.
Can we see the picture again? The picture she drew, if that's even possible.
Yep.
The fucking blue badger.
Wait, was the blue badger around those 2 years ago? I thought it was just brand new.
They're assuming that Gumshoe drew it.
Ah.
Yeah, but that's like...
That's supposed to be the knife, right?
Yes.
Why the fuck is it flat?
The rest of the window?
Is the tip already broken off? What a shitty ass knife!
I mean,
Either that, or Neil Marshall had some spectacular bones.
Is this bone made of adamantium?
Oh my god, he's Wolverine.
What, do we represent her the thing? Because it wasn't...
No, there has to be something else.
Well, because it's taped together now, and it has the blue badger thing on it.
And the thing is that blue badger thing has a lot of...
Wait, go back to the
Couple
autopsy
of-
report. Knife tip was in the wound. If the knife tip was already in the wound, why does the picture have him about to stab again? Wait, stabbed in the back, but he's facing the front. Fuck.
Yeah.
He's been grabbed by the opposite shoulder. He's about to be stabbed in the back.
Show me the picture again. There's something inconsistent here, aside from the shitty-ass knife.
That's why I'm saying we present this again to be like, what the fuck is the deal with the full picture, Because the right side here, that's clearly supposed to be the top of that window that we were in, with ignoring the blue badger section. So she would have had to draw the entire picture.
Yeah. So I'm craning my neck just to see this right. Yeah, that's the window. Yeah.
We all are. I guarantee it.
Mate, it's probably
Knife is what's really bothering me in this.
Wait, go out. Go to the picture to the left. Zoom in. Could it be that that knife wasn't a broken knife and it was that? They took it apart?
Ooh.
Because that doesn't have
Good
the knife
idea.
on the shield anymore.
And it was removed from it 2 years ago, Edgeworth said.
Yeah. I still say we might show the drawn picture first, but this is connected to it somehow.
Wait. Could she have had it backwards? Could it have been Neil holding? Like that broken blade of the trophy?
It's a very large chance that is something that happened.
Trying to stay on beat. Over here playing Osu. I mean, we got how many chances we got?
Can we get any more information from the autopsy report, or is it just what's showing there? Single stab wound.
That's the only one. Death and blood loss and untimid.
If he was stabbed one time and the tip was already in him, then why would the guy be moving to stab again?
That's not what that's saying.
No, it says single stab wound piercing the heart and lung.
Yes.
But in her picture, there's no tip on the knife, so if it's already in there, why is he making another stabbing motion?
It might not be the knife. It might not be a knife.
Like, I'm discounting the potential that it's Neil right now. I'm focusing on this one section. If the tip is already gone from the knife, already in his body, and he died from a single stab wound, then there's no reason to have the knife up in the air going for another stab. Always double tap, but clearly there was no double tap. There's no extra wound. And the weapon found in the wound. Can we go back to the picture for a moment?
Yeah.
Not that picture. The drawn picture.
Yeah.
Like, see, tip's gone. It's flat. Even a kid knows what a knife looks like. And it's another stabbing motion. That's the only contradiction I see right now, barring Goomba's suggestion that it's from the trophy.
I got a question. They're saying that the blue badge thing, they said it's drawn by Gumshoe, not her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, by the chief of detectives.
Yeah, either or.
Oh, this is hurting my fucking neck. Oh. Wait a minute. Hold up. Go to the evidence. I just remember we got something else in there. Go to the vase. Found some blood traces. Check it. Yeah, unless it just gives us that. Oh, that's all it gives us? Well, shit. I thought it was gonna give us a description.
Nope.
Because it got blood traces on, but we never noticed why the fuck the vase had blood on it.
Go to the Gantine picture.
It's the same vase.
With no blood on it.
And there's a suit of armor on Gant's side of the office. Though the vase has blood on it, I feel like we're getting ahead of ourselves on this.
You are. I'm waiting for y'all to tell me what I'm presenting to what statement.
Present the autopsy report. It's the only contradiction I think of right now.
Thank you. I'm sitting here like y'all are playing chess and we haven't even gotten anywhere yet.
Like, I feel Goomba's on the right track. But we need to focus on the immediate.
I mean,
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is the picture the witness drew.
Kids draw swords and knives all the time.
Contains a blatant contradiction.
They wouldn't draw a flat one. It's senseless.
What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report?
Just the tip.
Good lord.
Well, the contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken.
Even I don't have to look close to see that, Mr. Wright.
But, Mr. Wright, just look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
Oh, what's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible.
It was broken beforehand. How would the tip be in the wound, motherfucker?
The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body.
Thank you, Phoenix.
If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
Preach, King.
That's right. What does this mean? Oh.
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
Was your memory mistaken about your father's death?
That's
yes,
why
but don't call me on that.
Bruh.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at that time. But she was sure she remembered correctly.
But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
A different weapon. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already?
Did Arcolf just say preach, King? He sure
Yes.
did.
About
I'm a little fired up. I'm enjoying this.
About a little something called falsified evidence.
You're treading on thin ice, right?
I have a screwdriver right here. All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. Ah!
Felt like someone... Aw.
Order! 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 Are you saying that the investigation was corrupted?
Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of these two being two broken knives?
Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's.
Goomba was right.
Could there have been one? There is another one.
I know things, but not in order.
If the witness is adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright.
In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
I assume, then, that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon.
You would have to be the Gantt team photograph then, because that's the only thing that shows it. You were spot on, Goomba.
The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture.
This is a picture of the award ceremony.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's the broken murder weapon.
Notice the award Prosecutor Marshall is holding.
That's a broken knife.
As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award.
Order! Order! Order!
Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out his knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
But that can't be.
Oh? And why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Because if the King of Prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh. Oh!
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died.
That's true. What's going on here?
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Hold it! Wait! I remember now! I remember everything!
Witness?
Mr. Edgeworth!
What is it?
Could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? The one with the picture scribbled on the back?
I knew it. This picture, I'm the one who drew it.
What?
For detectives.
Mm-hmm. You drew that?
I'm the creator of the Blue Badger. That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. All this time, I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside of me.
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you recall, Miss Sky?
And this is where we're gonna call it for tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still a lot of trial left to go.
I hurt my neck.
I mean, it feels like the trial just got a hell of a lot more complicated.
It did.
It did.
It did.
Indeed.
All right.
Also, did I use that terminology correctly?
You
Yes.
did. I think that's why everyone's kind of shocked by it.
I've been trying to learn.
Yeah, it's true. He's been learning lingo, guys. We've been teaching him
Not
the ways.
Duolingo,
No, not Duolingo.
just the youth lingo.
The Zoomer speak.
I'm so proud of you.
I've learned a new one recently. No cap.
Nice.
Ooh.
Good.
I want to hear you use that one soon.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
All right. Let's see. Let's go down our list. Arcolf, where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/Arcolf when I have time to stream.
Connor, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil, where I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Daniel Bowen, thank you for resubbing for 6 whole months. Thank you. Luke, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Cyberlink420. Subscribe to my podcast, The Hill is Always Greener. Next week, we're going to do an episode all about the time Eggman became a professional wrestler. Yes, that is a real thing. I'm also an admin for the Transformers Wiki, so if you want to read up on all of the previous movies before the new one, which I just saw, it's real good, you can find that and more at tfwiki.net.
All right. Caitlin, where can they find you?
Oh, I'm KittenC37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, KittenC37, where I do art. Commissions are open, so if anybody wants any paintings, you can find all my stuff there.
Goomba, where can they find you?
Mostly here, because I don't do anything.
Midnight, where can they find you?
Midnight_Kai, Twitch and Twitter, streaming on Saturday afternoons because that's the only real time that I have free for myself.
Punk, where can they find you?
You all can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and sometimes TikTok at PunkyardDog.
Eric, where can they find you?
They can find me here usually, being entertained by all these funny peoples.
And Sean, where can they find you?
Hi everyone, you can find me at twitch.tv/TrashKingArisen, and you can find me on Twitter at TrashKingSean. I'm funny sometimes.
It's true.
It's true.
I'm gonna send you guys off to raid Puffballs. He's playing Far Cry 6. He's a friend of mine. Be sure to give him a follow. He's a really nice dude. Oh yeah, no stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be out of commission. But I'll be doing a stream Sunday. Time will be announced in the Discord server, so be sure to check there. I'll be a couple hours earlier. I'm expecting probably 7 p.m. Eastern, so 2 hours earlier. But we'll see. I'll nail a time down 100%, probably the night before. So, yeah. Raid message is going to be... What should it be, guys?
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Go
Good
to
Lord.
jail.
Just the tip. Happy Pride.
Oh my god, I think he'll ban me for life.
Yeah. Don't do that. I don't know if Twitch will accept that.
Oh, yeah.
Just the tip with my little raid emote will be fine.
Oh, no.
He'll kill me.
This'll go well.
He can kill me later. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys all on Sunday. A rare Sunday stream to check out my new model. Check out my new outfit.
Hi.
And whatnot. What?
cut me off.